Well, I think first of all we have to start from the basic. To join the European Union is a free choice of countries. You want to really become a member of the European Union. It's a club with rules, and of course I think that the societies and the countries in the Western Balkans have the capacity to overcome the internal difficulties, and there are many, to become member of the European Union. But it's the impetus, as first and foremost, come from the country that are a candidate, as Ukraine is demonstrating. The conditions to become member of the European Union are very clear, and number one is a question of the fundamentals, the rule of law. How do we meet the criteria of Article 2 that Vladimir was recalling, the Copenhagen criteria, and this remains interim benchmarks, as Giovanna was recalling, Chapter 23, Chapter 24, etc. For Serbia, the other important issues is, of course, normalization with Kosovo. This is, from the very beginning, a key aspect that determines the speed of the accession process. And here we've seen in the last years things going up and down. It's difficult because it's an issue which is not only in the hands of Belgrade, but there's another partner at the table that you need to bring as well, Prištine. And here we've seen, first of all, the agreement on this agreement on the path towards normalization, the implementation annex, and then a sudden escalations of tensions and violence on the 29th of May with the attacks to the KFOR soldiers, and a number of unilateral actions taken by Prištine, which led to the adoption of measures to Prištine to try to de-escalate. And then we had on the 24th of September the Banjska event that, of course, raised enormous concerns for the nature of the event and the broad expectation that there is a thorough investigation and those that are responsible for these acts face justice, and the need to de-escalate again. And we've seen the decrease of the military build-up close to Kosovo, which is we welcome very much. Also, we need to go back to the political process, because this is a political issue that will require a political solution. So certainly, today we've seen that the Srpska list is ready to go to elections, local elections. Again, another positive step. We need to continue in this direction. We need to return to the dialogue, and this is the second indispensable way forward. And then, thirdly, is the question of what we call common foreign security policy, which was always a condition, but certainly after the Russian aggression against Ukraine and the fact that foreign policy and defense policy have become central in the thoughts of member states of the European Union, this element has acquired a different type of importance, and we would like to see Serbia to align with all the CFSP measures, including restrictive measures vis-à-vis Russia and others. So these are the conditions that are basically all the same. We've invested quite a bit of political capital, and now we also trying to design a new way of making this process closer to the citizens, and this is the idea of the growth plan. And by integrating the Western Balkans into the single market, even before membership, we try to bring back to the table what the visa liberalization brought 15 years ago and generated a lot of support in Serbia. So if we manage to open up parts of the single market to the region, in the digital sector, the payment sector, so that remittance can be actually transferred easier and company can actually trade and you can actually get a truck to cross the borders in an easier way, and citizens can see the benefit, and that we also have return of the investment by more jobs created here, and we bring people together. The roaming is a very telling issue. That when we manage to eliminate roaming within the European Union, citizens in the EU felt the benefit directly. It's like the Erasmus. Now we will start reducing roaming between the Western Balkans and the European Union. All this should bring to the citizens concrete examples of what being a member of the European Union is, and hopefully will generate political support to make the necessary reforms in order to advance.